What up, YouTube? T Movies here. It's reported that Netflix, Ryan Murphy, and Jason Blum are teaming up to do a feature film adaptation of Stephen King's short story, Mr. Harrigan's Phone. This, uh, Here's what's about. The story comes from the New York Times best-selling collection of It Bleeds, and it follows a young boy who befriends with a older billionaire who lives in his small town neighborhood, and they bond over the man's first iPhone. But when the man dies, the boy discovers that not everything dead is gone, and finds himself able to communicate with his friend from the grave by leaving voicemails on the iPhone that was buried with him. So we can really actually hear people from the grave in the phone. Now, if that's not creepy, I don't know what is. The film is said to be directed by The Blind Side and Saving Mr. Banks director John Lee Hancock. Interesting choice. From Blind Side to Saving Mr. Banks to this. Cool. Anyway, now of course Ryan Murphy has a bit of a relationship with Netflix now because of that show Hollywood, and Jay, and this is not the only Netflix movie based on Stephen King film that they got. Of course, Stephen King. Of course, Netflix recently also did Gerald's Game 1922 and In the Tall Grass. So Netflix and Stephen King has a bit of a relationship right there. But this sounds creepy. I never read the book, so I cannot really comment on myself. But hey, anything Stephen King related, I'll give a watch. We're a bit of a Stephen King renaissance with the It movies, with Pet Cemetery. There's a reboot of this, like a new take of The Stand coming out. Hey, anything Stephen King related, I'll give a watch. Now, I'm really curious to see who they're possibly going to get to star in this. Who is going to play the young kid in this? Who's going to play the old billionaire? What other characters we're going to get in this? This sounds like something that could be very interesting. The premise already has me hooked, so sign me up. Anyway, let me leave it to you guys. What are your thoughts on the soundings of this new Netflix film, Mr. Harrigan's Phone? Have you ever read the Stephen King book it's based on? Would you be down to check out a film adaptation of it? And are you a fan of Stephen King's work in general? Drop a comment below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for more notifications. This is T Movie signing off.